Hello children, in this session we will be discussing about few more functions from string handling in Java. First function is boolean equals of string s. This function is used to compare two strings together to check whether they are identical or not. It returns a boolean type value true if both are same, otherwise it will return false. So this function, as the name suggests, equals. It will compare two strings whether they are equal or not. I mean identical or not. So if both are equal or identical, then it will return true, otherwise it returns false. So we'll see the syntax. Syntax: boolean variable is equal to string 1 dot equals of string 2. Example, string x is equal to computer, string y is equal to science. So x and y are two different strings. So boolean set is equal to x dot equals of y. So x dot equals of y. So x is computer. Computer will be compared with y. Y is science. So computer will be compared with the science. Since both are not equal, the result will be false. Then next, string x is equal to computer. String y is equal to again computer. X dot equals of y. If this condition is true, then we are printing it is same, else we are printing it is different. So here computer is in the capital letter and string y is in the small letter. Computer is in the small letter. So both the strings are differing because this is small letter and this is capital letter. Since both are differing, this equals case will return false. That means the output will be different. So this equals will not be equal with the cases. So when the capital or small letters are there, then even though both the strings are same, if it is differing with the cases, small letter or capital letters, then this equals will return false. The next is equals ignore case of string s. And this function is used to compare two strings to check whether both are identical or not after ignoring the case, that is upper or lower. It also returns true or false. So in the previous function, it checks only whether both the strings are identical. That means exactly it must be same with the cases also. But here in this function, if both the strings are differing with the cases, that is upper or lower, then also it will return true. If it is differing totally, then it returns false. So we'll see the syntax. Boolean variable is equal to string 1 dot equals ignore case of string 2. Then we'll see the example. String x is equal to computer, which is in capital letter. String y is equal to computer again, which is in small letter. So if x dot equals ignore case of y, so we are checking x and y are equal, ignoring the case. So if it is true, then it will return same, else it returns different. So here since computer and again string y computer are same, which is only differing in cases, it returns same. So output will be same. And next function is int compare to of string s. This function checks the equality of two strings and also checks whether a string is bigger or smaller than the other. So in the previous two functions, equals and equals ignore case, it will check only the equality between the two strings. But whereas in compare to function, it checks the equality of strings as well as it will check which string is bigger or smaller. Then we'll see it will return 0 if the both the strings are same, a negative value if the first string is smaller, and a positive value if the first string is bigger. So it is, since it is integer, it returns integer value. It will return 0 if both the strings are same, and it will return a negative value if the first string is smaller, and it returns a positive value if the second string is bigger. Syntax: int variable is equal to string 1 dot compare to of string 2. Example: string x is equal to computer, in string y is equal to science, and int n is equal to x dot compare to of y. So here we are having the comparison between computer and science, so which is totally different. And is here our answer will be minus 16 because of the difference between the ASCII values of the corresponding characters which differs. So here computer will have a check with C and S. So that is the first letters. So here in this case the first letters are itself differing. So then computer will check, it will find the difference between the two ASCII values, that is, or else you can just count and write like after C when is S coming. So after C, D, E, F, like that it goes on. Then when it is 16, like when you count 16, you will reach yes. Okay, so you have to count from D, so D, E, F, G, H, I, so like that you have to count. And when you are reaching yes, uh, that means it will the 16th alphabet is yes. So it is differing with value 16, and since C is smaller value, because it comes first and the signs which comes later, so you will get a negative value because computer, according to this Java, compared to function, computer is a smaller string. Next function is int compare to ignore case of string s. This function compares two strings after ignoring the cases. So this function does the comparison but ignoring the cases. Syntax is int variable is equal to string 1 dot compare to ignore case of string 2, and we'll see the example. String x is equal to computer, string y is equal to again computer, small letters, then int n is equal to x dot compare to ignore case of y. So here we are having a comparison between x and y, and both the strings are computer, which is differing only in the case. So we'll see what is the output. So the output will be 0 as both the strings are considered to be same. So here the output will be 0 because even computer and computer, here all the letters are similar but only it is differing in cases. So output will be 0. Now let us see the differences between equals and compare to functions. So first equals. This function only checks whether two strings are identical or not. So equals function is used to check whether the two strings are identical or not, whereas compare to, this function checks whether a string is equal or bigger or smaller than the other string or not. So this function checks the equality as well as smaller or bigger. And then equals, it returns in boolean type value, that is true or false, whereas compared to return type is integer. So these are the major differences between equals and compare to. Next function is string trim. This function is used to remove the leading and the trailing blanks from the string. The other blanks which are available in between the words will remain unchanged. So you know what is mean by trimming. So using this function, the blanks which is left in the front and back side of the particular string, that will be removed. Okay, the blanks which are in between the strings, that will remain unchanged, that will not be removed. So syntax, string variable is equal to string dot trim of, and example, string s is equal to a space is given, then computer, then again some spaces left out. So there are some spaces before and after the string computer, and string p is equal to s dot trim. So s is computer with the spaces dot trim. So the output will be computer without the leading and the trailing blanks. Next function is string ends with of string s. This function is used to check whether a given string has a specified suffix or not. It returns a Boolean type value, true or false accordingly. Syntax is Boolean variable is equal to string 1 dot ends with of string 2, and example string p is equal to computer is fun, so that is a string, and string b is equal to fun, and Boolean x is equal to p dot ends with of b. So here p is computer is fun, so we are checking whether p is ending with the string b, so b is fun. So here computer is fun is ending with fun. So here the answer will be true. And if we, instead of fun, if you are mentioning un or n, whatever value you give, this particular ends with will check whether that particular string is ending with the given value, the given string. Next is string starts with of string s. And this function is used to check whether a given string has a specified prefix or not. It returns a Boolean type value true or false accordingly. So ends with was checking with the suffix, that is the ending of the string. So this particular starts with function checks whether a particular string is starting with the given string, that is prefix. Then syntax is Boolean variable is equal to string 1 dot starts with of string 2, and example is string p is equal to computer is fun, and string b is equal to fun again. Boolean x is equal to p dot starts with of b. So p is computer is fun, and we are checking whether it is starting with fun. So your answer will be false, because it is not starting with fun, it is starting with computer. The last type of function is value of, and this function is used to convert a string into primitive data type of the corresponding wrapper class. So value of will convert the string into its primitive data type. What primitive data type we are giving, accordingly it will convert, the string will be converted to that primitive type of corresponding wrapper class. Syntax is primitive data type variable is equal to wrapper class dot value of string argument. Examples, string s1 is equal to 67, which is actually a string because it stays inside the double quotation marks. Then again string s2 is equal to 13.45, again it is a string, but floating values. Then again string s3 is equal to 0.00146897, which is again a string. And again int n1 is equal to integer dot value of s1. Since 67 is an integer here, integer string, so int n1 is equal to integer dot value of s1. So s1 will be converted to its integer uh, type wrapper class. Then again float n2 is equal to float dot value of s2. So s2, that is 13.45, is actually a string that will be converted to float with the help of wrapper class float. Then again double n3 is equal to double dot value of s3. Again s3 is a double value of type, so that will be converted, the string will be converted to its double type. Then the strings s1, s2 and s3 will get converted to its specific data types of the wrapper class and will be stored in the respective variables n1, n2 and n3. And there is a small note also. The value of function will only convert the string into primitive data type provided in the form of number or digits. So if the string which is provided in the form of number or digits can only be converted to its primitive data type. And in case if any alphanumeric string is used as an argument, then it will throw number format exception. So if instead of numbers or digits, if it contains alphanumeric values, then it cannot be converted to integer, float, double or any kind of primitive data type. So then the computer will throw an exception that is called as number format exception. And with this your functions are done, and in your textbook there are some more functions which is given under the heading string buffer functions. Actually, string buffer functions are not included in the syllabus, so if you want you can just go through that, but it is not compulsory. And till now what are the functions we learned, that is compulsory, and you should know each one of them, what is its return type, what is its function, how it can be used. Okay, these things are very important. So you may get questions which comes for 2 marks, or there will be questions for which we need to apply in the program, so that is for 15 marks. With this, your today's session is completed. Thank you.